Hey dolls, it's me, Lo, and welcome back to the Soloist. And if you're new here, welcome in. I am so happy that you've joined me today because today I wanted to sit down and take a breath and just look back at the first half of 2025. Talk about what's worked, what's been challenging, and where I'm headed for the rest of the year. So go ahead and get comfortable and join me here in the dollhouse while we have this nice little chit chat on reflecting on the first half of 2025. Whew, dolls. So much has happened. I've had some pretty proud moments. I'll share some pictures right here. This is my most recent proud moment. I had to share it. And I've also had some unexpected setbacks. Plenty of growth in between. Dolls, I feel like I have learned so much about myself this year, especially about how I handle change and how to stay grounded in my goals. One thing that's really helped me stay on track is my attraction board. It's like a vision board, but with a twist. So instead of just sticking pictures on a board and calling it a day, I've been super intentional about the actions, the affirmations that I tie into each goal. So if you want to know a little bit more about that, about the attraction board and why I stopped using a vision board and switched to the attraction board, you can go ahead and check out my video. I'll link it here or here. I don't know which way it'll be, which side it's going to be on, but I will definitely put it up so you can check that out. But anyway, on my board, I've got financial freedom, growing my own food, getting into the best shape of my life, becoming an influencer and content creator, and of course, striving to be a Proverbs 31 woman, full of grace, strength, and faith. And for each one, I've been working on daily affirmations and taking real steps to make them happen. It's like giving myself permission to dream and to do. But dolls, even with all that positivity, I have to be honest. This year has had some setbacks. The election results was one, like coming out the gate. It shook me, dolls. It felt like such a blow, especially seeing how women's rights are still under attack in 2025. Like, I can recall talking to my grandmother about things that she went through as a young woman, and also to my mother and things that they fought for and how those changes took effect for me. And then to see all of that being taken back to where my daughter and possibly my granddaughters won't have the same things. It's like history repeating itself. But anyway, it really did make me question how to show up in this world and how to protect myself emotionally, and especially how to keep moving forward. It's been a process, but I'm determined not to let that derail me. So switching gears to something that's been giving me just so much life, dolls. Oh, I get excited just thinking about it. And that is my garden. Whew, oh my gosh, dolls. I have actually started my own garden this year. I've already harvested my first two bell peppers and used them, in these new recipes that turned out amazing. And let me just tell you, there is something so satisfying about growing your own food. I had no idea. So for those of you all that are watching that have already tapped into this hobby of gardening, oh my gosh, hats off to you. I'm in it now and I can't see myself ever going back. Matter of fact, like, I have a whole backyard that has a lot of space, and I foresee in the future me just having all kinds of fruits and vegetables and herbs growing back there, and me going out to my garden and harvesting them and taking them back in the kitchen to cook them up. Ooh, I'm so obsessed, y'all. Like, I literally check on my garden at least 3-4 times out the day. It's like it's become a little slice of peace pie for me. And speaking of peace, another thing that I've been focusing on is positive thinking. Now, I came across this book, and it's really a good read, but it's called A Complaint-Free World. And reading it, it really changed how I see things now. Not just the reading part, it's actually the exercise that goes with it. So basically what you do is you put one of those rubber bracelets on your wrist. I didn't have a rubber bracelet, so I used a rubber band. But anyway, you put it on your wrist, and every time you catch yourself complaining or thinking a negative thought, you don't even have to say something negative. You can just think it. You have to move the rubber band from one wrist to the other wrist. And at first I thought, oh, this is a piece of cake. I'll have this little rubber band on my wrist all day. Not. I had no idea, dolls, how much negativity was going through my mind. This exercise, it really made me aware of the little things that sneak into your subconscious. I was feeding my mind with little small, like it doesn't even have to be anything grand. When I thought of negativity and complaining, I thought of something bigger. It could be something like really, really small that creeps in your mind. And like I said, this exercise has helped me catch those thoughts and reprogram them. So another big goal for me this year has been getting into the best health and fitness of my life, y'all. I'm so proud of myself, dolls. I've really been consistent, and even though the scale has not moved, which usually in the past has been a deterrent for me, the scale ain't moving fast enough, or I put on clothes and I don't see a drop in a size in clothes, and then I would just go back to doing what I wanted to do, eating what I wanted to eat. But I didn't do that this time. I kept with it, and I am so proud to share with you that I've shaved 2 whole minutes off my mile. I feel so much stronger, dolls, more energized, and honestly, just more confident in myself. So, I've gone over some wins with you. So now let's go over some things that have not been going as well as I'd like for them to. There's something that, I really wanted to focus on this year, and that is stepping into the role of being a influencer or content creator. And dolls, I'll be honest. If y'all following the channel, you can see I haven't been as consistent as I hoped I would have been. But I'm giving myself grace, and I'm reminding myself that it's a journey. I've got plans to step up my game in the second half of the year, so y'all stay tuned for that. Cheer your girl on. Show up for me. If that's a goal of yours also, let me know in the comments below. Drop your channel so I can follow you and I can support you, because y'all, we need all the support we can get, right? All right, dolls. So if you are here from my TikTok page or from the short where I created the faux celebratory cake, oh my gosh, y'all. I'm just so happy about this. If you haven't seen the short or you haven't been on my TikTok, let me just go ahead and throw up the picture of the cake right now. Dolls, I am so excited to share that I have officially paid off all my debt except for my mortgage. And at first I didn't even want to celebrate, because in my mind, I wasn't truly debt free until the mortgage was gone. But then I thought to myself, nope, every win matters. Small victories deserve to be celebrated just as much as the big ones. So I went ahead and tapped into my creativity. I was going to go buy a cake, but then I'm like, that doesn't align with my fitness and health goals. So I tapped into my creativity and I made that faux cake. And I like the fact that the sign on the cake, those letters are interchangeable. So as other milestones come, and goals I accomplish, I'm going to change out the message on the board on the cake. I'm hoping the next celebration will be 2K subscribers. Y'all help your girl out. Share the video. Like, comment, subscribe. So, but anyway, back to the budget free. I got here, dolls, by being super intentional with my money. Budgeting the heck out of every dollar. Every dollar had a job, y'all. And it really helped me think about what matters the most. Honestly, it changed my entire perspective on life and on material things. So I'm going to keep this faux cake to celebrate every win that comes my way, because it's not just about paying things off. It's about being proud of every step forward. Okay, dolls. So that's my 6-month check-in. Tell me in the comments below, do you do a 6-month check-in for your goals? Or do you do like a quarterly check-in for your goals? Do you set intentions at the beginning of the year? Let me know in the comments below. And then I also want to know, what goals have you crushed so far? Let's celebrate together, dolls. Drop those wins in the comments below. And don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel for more content on living your best and most authentic life. Okay? Okay. So, until next time, dolls, keep shining. It's Lo signing off from the dollhouse. Bye for now.